And who predicated this lie upon me? It was my mom and my dad. And I don't hold a lot of ill will to either of my parents. I actually have a lot of love for both of my parents. I love my mom very much. I'm enjoying watching her get older. It's very interesting. She's not going in that traditional sense of getting older and more conservative. Certain things she's really clinging to. Other things she's incredibly liberal about. Certain things I didn't think would set her off, totally set her off. Like I'm in love with a woman. We're planning on getting married, but we don't want a wedding. I don't believe in it. She doesn't believe in it. And we thought that was our decision. I found out I was wrong. When I went back to Canada to visit my mom, I walked into my childhood home. She was just stood there going, "I need to see you in the kitchen." I thought there was going to be cake. There was no cake. She just slammed her hands down on the kitchen table and said, "What is this I hear about you and Deirdre?" My girlfriend's name is Deirdre, and she looks exactly what you're picturing right now. Does she work at an app? Of course she does. Thank you. She went, "What's this I hear you and Deirdre are thinking about getting married without a wedding? Do you know what a wedding is, John?" And before I could answer, she said, "I'm going to tell you what it is. A wedding is a commitment ceremony. You're making a commitment to one another. And if you do not have that commitment, do you know what you have, John? You have nothing. Do you want nothing?" She said it with such conviction, I almost forgot she's divorced. And it's just interesting watching certain things she's so intensely conservative about. It's interesting watching the Me Too movement through the lens of my mom. It's been fascinating. Like certain things, she's been saying, "Yeah, lock up that Louis C.K." Other people, she's been defending. She defended Bill Cosby longer than anyone. I agree. That is the correct noise, sir. And may I congratulate another straight white man for joining the movement. Welcome, brother. We'll be taking it over soon. That was a joke. And I don't appreciate this entire section looking at me like I was serious. Just look at me. I don't know what that was either. And it came down to consent. She had a different idea of what consent was. So we were talking, she went, "Well, John, if you're a woman and you walk into someone's hotel room, that's you consenting to certain things taking place." And I was like, "Well, that's not true." And I am a straight white man. I know what consent is. Consent is offered verbally, acknowledged verbally. And I know this because I've had to ask for consent in every sexual relationship I have entered into because I'm an incredibly top-heavy man. So if I go to kiss a woman and they don't want it to happen, gravity is such, I am coming anyway. Which is why I've ruined many a romantic moment by looking deep in a woman's eyes and going, "Madam, I am about to kiss you. If you don't want it to happen, go right, go left, do not remain still. You will receive a headbutt." And then it just devolves into one of those arguments that we've all had if you're in your late 20s or early 30s with someone who's in their late 50s or early 60s, where you come at it with points and salient ideas and a modern sensibility of the world that we're fucking living in, and then they just retort with something that basically boils down to, "Yeah, well, your generation doesn't know what it's talking about because you guys spend 20 pounds on breakfast." And to them I say, "Well, that's how much breakfast costs. And I was told by someone in your generation it was the most important meal of the day." And it's again, please do not think that I'm standing up here and I'm railing against my mom. I love my mother. She's the reason I'm a stand-up comedian. She is the reason you're all hellaciously entertained. Why are you laughing? That was a serious statement. Now, because she over-encouraged me. You want to make a comedian? You got two paths in front of you. One, you do not love the kid at all. You name it "Fuck You," and you make it live outside, and in 30 years they will make a fucking Netflix special that will change your life. Or you overlove the kid. I was overloved. Like my mom would bring other family members into my bedroom while I'm asleep. Just, "Come on, come on. Look at him. He's breathing. And he's asleep at 33. Like my entire childhood, the amount of photographs of me, it's startling. Just like any time I would stand up in the bathtub, "Oh my God, get my camera, quickly! He stood in water! Who else do you know stood in water? Jesus, that's who! He's better than Jesus!" And I am better than Jesus. I am. I'm 33, and I made it through March and April just fucking fine.